In this video, I'll show you the procedure involved in creating a three-dimensional sloped roof for this house. So before we make the roof, we have to create a layer. So I have already created a layer called 3D roof and I've made that as the active layer. Now I'll trace the profile of the roof using a polyline. So I give polyline command and I'll pick all the necessary endpoints on top. And I'll connect with this endpoint and I'll just give a close to exit the command. Now the roof is going to have an overhang of 75 centimeter. So I gave an offset command of 75 as the offset distance, and I selected the object to offset and I picked the side to offset. Now you have got an offset of 75. The next step is to extrude this profile. But this time I'm not going to do a simple straight extrusion. Since it is a sloped roof, I should give a tapered extrusion. So how will you calculate the taper angle? For that, let us take another figure. See, in Autocad, when you extrude a profile with a taper angle, that angle is counted with respect to the vertical. If I want the inclination of the roof to be 30 degrees, then I must give a taper angle of 60 degrees. Which is evident from this figure. Here the inclination of the roof is 30, so obviously the taper angle should be 60 degrees. So let us come back to our drawing. I'll extrude this profile by giving extrude command. I'll select the profile. Now I must make use of the taper angle option. So I'll type T for taper. When I'm asked to give the taper angle, I'll give 60 degrees. Now I am asked to give the height of extrusion. Height of extrusion you can either pick using the mouse or you can give any random value which is less than the height of the roof. I'll give the height of extrusion as say 50 units. I'll just shade the drawing and let us see it. So this is how the roof will appear. But you have to get a full slope. Now I'll give solid edit command. And this command can be used to edit any solid object based on these sub-object levels. I'm going to edit the solid object, that is the roof, based on the face level. So just type face. You can extrude, you can move, rotate, and you can do number of operations on the faces. So I would like to move this face. So I'll give move and I'll select the top face. Then it'll ask you for the base point. When you're asked to give a second point, you just pick a random point above the existing roof. So you can see the magic. You can see that the entire roof will get merged and you will get a full-fledged sloping roof. Now let's change the visual styles to 2D wireframe and let us take a front elevation. For that, just click on the front face in the view cube. Now we have got a front elevation. Now you should also align the UCS with the view plane so that your XY plane will get aligned with the view plane. So just go to UCS command and take view option of UCS command by typing the letter V. Now you can move this roof straight down so that it just touches with the wall. Okay, this is the right positioning of the roof. A small gap can be permitted. Now you can just go to the previous view by typing the zoom previous and you have got the roof in the right position. Next, I would like to add a molding work right on the bottom of this roof. So I'll create a polyline profile for the molding work, then I'll extrude that polyline along a path. So before that, you have to keep the 3D mold layer active because I want the molding work to appear in this layer. Now let us switch over to the wireframe view. We already created one profile over here, so we will trace the same profile for the roof. So I'll give polyline, then I'll select all the endpoints here. Okay, then I'll come to arc option, then I'll take the second point option and I'll take this midpoint as a second point, then endpoint I'll select here, then I'll come to line mode, then I'll select this and I'll give close. So I've got this profile traced. So then I'll move this profile with this as the base point and this as the second point of the move command. Now we can scale this profile using the scale command. So I'll give scale and I'll select the profile and I'll select this as the base point. When I'm asked to give the scale factor, I'll give say 1.25 as the scale factor. So the size of this particular profile will get increased by 25%. Now let me create the path along which this profile is to be extruded. So I'll give polyline command and I'll select all the necessary endpoints here, and this polyline will act as a path for extrusion. And I'll close it. Okay, now I'll give extrude command and I'll select this profile that is to be extruded. Then you can go to path option and you can select this path which you have drawn recently. So you have got a full-fledged molding right below the roof. Now you can just orbit it and you can see this molding what you have done. Now if you want, you can switch over the view to the perspective by right clicking on the perspective. So this is a perspective projection of your drawing. So this is how you make a simple sloped roof in AutoCAD 3D.